want you guys to understand this. People want change more than they want the change, but are not willing to do what it takes to change. They're just somehow hoping that the change comes. And that's a false reality. That's false. That's not going to happen for you. In order for you to change, you need to decide to change. So yeah, you may have accepted your dark period. You may have accepted that self that you once were, but now you got to do something about it. See, now we have to move from acceptance to building. So once you lay the foundation, once you accept who you were and your faults and your lack and your traumas, now you have to start to build. Now you have to start to step away from that. And I need you to understand that there's some things that you need to have on your side in order to make that change successful. See, you might be in a place where you're wanting to change, or you're thinking that you're taking the steps towards change, or you might even be at the place where you're looking to take the step to change. And see, that's where most people get stuck at in life, is they just think about the change. They just desire the change, but they never really actually take actions to change. So I'm going to tell you something right now. Acceptance requires grace and patience. Along with building yourself up requires grace and patience. You see, grace is something like it's an official payment to yourself for yourself. It's a courtesy goodwill moment that you are allowing yourself to change your behaviors, your patterns, your thoughts, and your actions to better yourself, to move past your past. Yeah, that's right. Move past your past. And it requires you to be willing to look at yourself where you were and understand that you're growing. And while at the same time you're looking at yourself and understanding you're growing, is to be grateful that you're also moving away from where you once were. And when we do that, we accept ourselves and then we give ourselves grace, right? We allow ourselves the growth period. We allow ourselves the change in behaviors. Now we are giving our way to patience because we understand it's not going to happen in a day. You see, transition, change in direction, it's intentional and deliberate, but it's never easy. As a basketball coach, I preach hard about transition. Play is the key to winning basketball games. Why? Because it takes the most energy, effort, communication, and organization to be successful at it, right? If you get a rebound and you push the ball down the floor, we pass up the floor, and the defense isn't communicating, they're not aware, right? They're disorganized. We have the advantage, and now we score, right? The game is won and lost in transition. Life is won and lost in transition, that change period. And when a person decides to accept where they are, admit that they want to change, and acknowledge that they're going to put forth actions and allow themselves to grow, now they have officially entered into transition. They've taken intentional, deliberate actions, movement to go forward to see the change that they want in their lives. Yes, it is a powerful thing when you give yourself acceptance, but it's even more powerful when you start to give yourself grace and patience. Understand, this don't happen overnight. I didn't get to where I was at overnight. I had to go through a lot of things in order for me to change, in order for me to grow. I had to give myself grace to understand it's not going to happen overnight. No, JD, it's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to get the body you want, the mind you want, the career you want, the money you want, the situations you want. You're not going to get that overnight. It's going to take time. And no, you may not need years like I needed. No, you may not need a super trial period like I needed. No, but what you do got to understand is if you don't have the grace and the patience to allow yourself to grow, you can never get to where you want to be at. Right? And so what else do you need? Oh, here's the key principle number 2. See, number 2 is you got to have that positive self-talk. You got to stand in that mirror every single day, and you got to be willing to talk to yourself in a positive manner and build yourself up. Don't nobody owe you nothing in this world. Nobody owes you grace. Nobody owes you patience, but you are the only person that owes you grace, patience, and a positive self-talk. Nobody's gonna walk you through this life and hold your hand and pick you up when you're down. No, you are a grown person right now, right? You're trying to be independent. This life is about becoming independent and successfully living on your own 2 feet. The 10 toes that are below your knees and acting like you got some sense in this world and trying to make something out of nothing. That's the American dream. Not the Cadillac, not the big house, not the money, not the fame, not the fortune. No, it's to look yourself in the mirror and say, I have what it takes to get to where I want to be, and I can do the things that ain't nobody else do in my life, because it's my life. It's my life, and I am the one who can live it. I am the only one that can dictate how it goes. Yes, you. And so when you start to give yourself that positive self-talk, right, that reassurance, start reinforcing yourself, reinforcing your confidence. Tell yourself, I can do this. I must do this. I have what it takes. I know I have what it takes. I can believe what I have what it takes. And I am the only person that I need to know I have what it takes. You start walking in that mana, you start walking in that energy, life is going to happen to you. It won't happen for you. It will happen to you when you decide to look yourself in that mirror every single day. Have that hard conversation and give yourself some positive self-talk, right? In the athletic world, it's called visualization. You have to see yourself on that podium, holding that championship up, holding those gold medals up, holding those accomplishments in your hand. You have to tell yourself every day, whether you feel it or whether you don't, that you are going to make the best out of the next 24 hours, right? Out of the next 30 days, 720 hours, building yourself up. I need you to tell yourself this every single day, that you have what it takes. You think I wear this shirt for nothing? No, I train in Jesus' name for a reason, because I believe it. I believe that when I step out into a floor to train a kid, train an athlete, that I have the power given to me, bestowed on me through my calling, that I can help that individual achieve the goals in life that they want to achieve. And every single day I wake up, the moment before I brush my teeth, I look myself in the mirror and I say, dang it, you are the one. You are the only one that can get to where you want to be at. And life is going to yield to your power, to your sword, to your mana, to your energy, because you are all you need in this world. And each day I tell myself that, whether it's a good day, a bad day, or a so-so day, it don't matter to me. What matters is that I've given myself grace, patient, and positive self-talk to accept where I was and to know I'm about to take off to where I want to be in life. And because now that you know, hey, now you can grow, and we will be strong together. I'm going to see you in another